Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Ghulam Shabir Khaskeli, Assistant Professor in Zoology at Government Boys Degree College, Shadadpur. Today, I would like to discuss the respiratory system in birds. Birds are bipedal, warm-blooded, flying vertebrates with a pair of wings. Birds are the most beautiful animals in the world. Birds fly very high, even they fly at very high altitude. So, today we will discuss the structures, the respiratory organs of the birds and how they respire we will discuss now. So, birds are, as already I have told you, bipedal, warm-blooded, flying vertebrates with a pair of wings. Birds can fly in air very high, that is why they need more energy. For flight activity, it requires more energy. So, how they get energy? First of all, we should know that energy is obtained through the process of respiration in the cells. For respiration, we know that there is a need of oxygen, and oxygen should be transported to cells through a circulatory system in closed circulatory system animals. So, birds have also closed circulatory system. They have a well-developed heart, and there are two well-developed systems in birds that enable bird to take more and more oxygen and to transport this oxygen to the cells to produce high amount of energy, because flight activity is a highly energy demanding activity in birds. So, birds also feed on energetic foods, grains, fruits, animal flesh, etc. And we now see that for this purpose they have well developed circulatory system and respiratory system. But we will discuss only respiratory system in birds. See that birds are exclusively lung breathers, means lungs are only organs for gaseous exchange. So, I have written this point that they are exclusively lung breather, but we know that these lungs of birds are different from the lungs of mammals or other animals. How they are different? These lungs have internal subdivision into small membranous type and highly vascularized channels. Means lungs have highly vascularized, thin membranous and small, numerous, means large number channels. These channels are called parabronchi. It means the actual respiratory surfaces in the lungs of birds are parabronchi channels. But one another thing very important regarding the respiratory system in birds is that they have extraordinary air sacs. Air sacs, although they are non-muscular and non-vascularized, means they do not play an important role for gaseous exchange, but they play an important role in unidirectional flow of air. It means the air flows in only one direction. It does not take two direction. It does not take opposite direction. In the same direction, the air goes to the lungs and back from lungs to the outside. So, unidirectional flow of air. So, air sacs help in unidirectional flow of air. that air sacs may be 8 to 9 in different species of birds. They may vary from 8 to 9. They are responsible, these air sacs are responsible for continuous supply, the parabronchi are responsible for continuous flow of air in one direction. So, associated or interconnected air sacs may be present in the abdomen region of the bird, may be even penetrated in the bones, and they are divided into anterior air sacs, abdominal air sacs, that is posterior air sacs. Air sacs remain interconnected with the lungs. I have drawn a figure of the lungs. These are the lungs, pair of lungs, and these small circular structures in lungs I have drawn. They are parabronchi channels through which air passes, or through which air goes, and air directly goes from lungs to the posterior air sacs. This is the one breath of the bird, because we take only one breath, but birds take two breaths. In one first breath, the birds carry air through parabronchi of the lungs into the posterior air sacs, and from posterior air sacs, the air again through second breath goes to the anterior air sacs, and from anterior to the outside of the body. It means air sacs help in unidirectional, means air sacs, you may say, act as a bellows. It means that ensure the unidirectional flow of air. If there are no air sacs, there might be the unidirectional flow of air. That's why air sacs act as a bellows that ensures unidirectional flow of air, or we may say that it's a complete ventilation. And complete ventilation means there is no residual air in the lungs. It is only every time lungs receives fresh air, oxygen rich air. That's the reason that birds fly at very high or at high altitude, because they have always they have always oxygen rich air comes into the lungs. That's why they have this very difficult activity of flight. Now I told you that one thing, that birds have complete ventilation, and I told you that what is complete ventilation means due to unidirectional flow of air. It's complete ventilation. It takes two breaths. Birds means apart to other animals have a separate system of air flow, that is unidirectional flow of air. So we have studied about the respiratory system in birds, that we also took some we also took some introduction of the birds, that what are the birds, and we also told you the importance of extraordinary air sacs, that what is the role played by the air sacs, and which are associated or interconnected with a pair of lungs. And lungs are different from other animals' lungs. How they are different? Due to the parabronchi channels. Actual respiratory surface is the parabronchi, where the gases are exchanged, because they are thin, membranous and vascularized, rich in blood and blood capillaries. So such respiratory surface area are used by birds, that is called parabronchi. Thank you very much.